roles. And this is definitely a hard subject. I'm going to be real honest with you. I got to share a part of this message with my team last Sunday before we played, and ended up having a pretty big impact on me, and I didn't really expect to tear up, but hey, this game is passion, a lot of emotion came out in it, so hope you enjoy it. First of all, I want to talk about the disciples. And Jesus had 12 disciples. He picked them out of everywhere. He said, hey, drop your stuff, whatever you're doing, come over and follow me, alright? And seems kind of crazy. If someone did that to us today, we'd probably be like, no, weird. Buddy system, right? So Jesus had these 12 disciples, and he poured into them and he taught them, and throughout the years that he was on the earth, he was their mentor, their coach, their everything. He led them, he fed them, he trained them, he told them how to do things and taught them how to teach his word for when he was gone. They didn't always know that he was leaving, but when they found out, it was kind of a panic. And looking at the disciples, we see, there obviously are 12 of them. There's going to be a power struggle, right? Not everybody likes to sit in line and just take the certain role that they're given. And even Jesus had a brother who could have said, I'm a little upset because brother's in the spotlight, I'm kind of, from the same family, that makes me important, right? Why is my brother getting all of this attention? But he didn't. He followed Jesus, and he proclaimed his name, and he did exactly what the rest of the disciples did, and he was a huge supporter of him. And that's huge to me, because he could have easily been upset. He could have said, well, why do you get all this special attention? I don't understand. Same thing with the disciples. A lot of stories revolve around Peter and how he messed things up, how he did this, how he did that. I like Peter because I feel like I can relate a lot of the time to the things that he goes through. So looking at the disciples, there are some of them that if you were asked, to name them all, you probably would not be able to just spit them out right off the top of your head, right? There are others that stick out to you, bigger role players. So talking about these disciples, when Jesus left, they kind of panicked a little bit, okay? Can you blame them? But rather than splitting up and, dismembering and fighting with each other and saying, well, who's going to replace him? Who's going to be the leader? They didn't do any of that. They said, okay, we need to get together and we need to spread his word. We need to make his name known. We need to proclaim Jesus Christ. So they got together, they went out and they made disciples, right? Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. That verse is huge because it just illustrates teamwork and how much we need each other as teammates. And, I described our team as people who, either whether you're a starter or whether you're on the bench or whether you're working in and out, we are needed. I mean, there are several times, like, everybody has sat the bench at one point. It's not fun and it sucks, it really does. And, why else would you play? You don't play to sit the bench, right? But realizing that there are times in your life where God takes you into a situation where you may not be the front runner on the field at that time, but you can still make an impact, still make a change on someone's heart, or be able to help a teammate through a tough time, through family times, through school, through softball, through who knows what's going to happen. Same thing like when I went to Canada to play, I wasn't on the field a lot. And I had to figure out a way to be able to use that trip and say, okay, God, really humble myself and say, what am I supposed to take from this? What am I supposed to do? And really took a lot of soul searching and a lot of trust in God to say, okay, God, I'm not a real fan of this situation and it's not cool and I'm really unhappy with it, but I'm still going to get something out of it and I'm still going to trust you with the fact that you're in control. And I want to make an impact on my teammates, on my coach, whatever I can do, and really focus on that teamwork and helping everybody stay together. The disciples, a lot of times they thought Jesus was crazy from some of the stuff he says because he talked in parables. One time he said, hey, be careful of the Pharisees, be careful of the leaven and the yeast that they talk about. And they said, oh, it's because we didn't bring bread. Okay, if you read through that scripture, you understand he's saying, it's not because you didn't bring bread, it's because I want you to be careful of what they're feeding you, what they're teaching you, what they're talking to you about, because it's easy to get confused. It's easy to say, oh, well, that makes sense. Well, maybe this is true, maybe this isn't. So that just illustrates to me how important it is to have a core team, have a team that builds each other up, that stays together, that doesn't try to, outshine each other, but to truly work together as a team, even when things are hard or you're not in the position that you want to be in. So I hope that's encouraging. It's really a personal spot for me, and I hope that you guys find some encouragement in that wherever you are, whether you're a starter, whether you're not starting right now, or you're struggling with that. Being really honest, yeah, that's a tough spot for me. So I hope you guys can benefit from it, and have a great week, and we'll see you next time.